Hello, this is Ahlam Maremi from Laurentian University, and I'm here today to talk about the effect of great uncertainty on mining business decisions. So, the intrinsic value of a mining business is the geological resources or reserve estimate. To have an accurate and reliable estimate is essential for successful mine planning and design. However, this is not always the case, because we're trying to get numerical description of the subsurface based on information from drill holes. And we get uncertain information if we try to predict values in between. Geostatistics, however, help us make better decisions in the face of uncertainty. They provide us with the average grade and variance for each block in the block model. And we can transfer geological uncertainty into mine planning to get practical and robust production schedules. Let's say that I have a gold deposit and there are two blocks exposed to me on the same level, and I have to make a decision which block should I mine first. Because both of them have the same average grade, I will go for block number 1 because of the low variation of the grade. And I could potentially mine grades between 1.1 to 1.5 gram per ton. For the same gold deposit, I have two blocks exposed to me on the same level, but this time the average grade and variance are different. And I have to make a decision which block should I mine first. Now I have two different options. If this is the beginning of the month, and I'm not worried about ups and downs in terms of the metal content, and I can tolerate some amount of risk, I will go for block number 2 because of the high grade. However, if I am by the end of the month where I have to reconcile the grades and I need certain ounces to meet the target of the month, I will go for block number 1 because of the low variation in the grade. And I could potentially mine grades between 1.1 to 1.5 gram per ton. So with this short introduction, I tried to explain why we should care about grade uncertainty. This is Ahlam Maremi, a research associate and sessional lecturer from Laurentian University, and I've been lucky working with Dr. Eugene Ben-Awuah, an associate professor at Laurentian University. And I'm here today to talk about a paper that was recently published titled Uncertainty-Based Mine Planning Framework for Oil Sands Production Scheduling and Waste Management. The primary objective of the paper is to maximize the project value or the MPV, minimize the waste management cost, and minimize the financial risk associated with the grade uncertainty. So the research concept is based on modern portfolio theory. That is one of risk management theories in business management. Modern portfolio theory says that any investment that gives you high return usually comes with higher risk and vice versa. We apply modern portfolio theory concept in our mining context, and we calculated the expected variance, that is a threshold or such as a cutoff variance. We use it to classify blocks in the block model into high variance blocks and low variance blocks. Then we tried to quantify the grade uncertainty cost using the block variance multiplied by CIM penalty. From this curve here, you see that as the penalty increases, the project value decreases and gets smaller. So we use the penalty cost to manipulate the optimizer to go for low variance blocks to minimize the financial risk. The approach was implemented for an oil sands mining case study, and we applied the penalty using 3 different techniques. First, we decided no penalty will be applied, and we got a single value for the MPV. Then we applied the penalty only for high variance blocks. Then the penalty was applied for all blocks in the block model. For the second and third scenario, you can see that we have ranges of the MPV. That's because the optimizer changes the extraction sequence of the blocks, searching for more certain blocks to be mining first or earlier in order to minimize the financial risk. So from here, we can say that geological uncertainty is used to minimize the differences between the actual production and theoretical expectation that will result in high degree of confidence in the NPV of the mining project. So this was a short summary of the paper. And if you are interested, you can find detailed information in the paper available in CIM Journal, Volume 12, 2021, Issue 3. So thank you for watching and hope that you enjoy reading the paper. Thank you.